Welcome to our third Q&A training video. This is Mac Tennyson, your instructor. In this video, we will learn to open Q&A Executive, learn to navigate through 3 different views or screens. We'll write our first query and do a simple drill down. In the next video, we'll learn to do more complex drill downs. I really love this software, and I hope you have a good time watching this video and learning how to do things. Just as a quick reminder, Sun Systems FMS is all about getting the information into the accounting system, and Q&A is all about getting information out. Q&A comes in 2 flavors, Q&A Executive and Q&A Excel. Each have their special role, and if you can run one, you pretty much know how to run the other. So let's get started and learn how to run this software. First, I need to show you how to open Executive. I have shortcuts, all kinds of shortcuts set up, but let's go all the way back to the program. Go to the Start menu, click the Start menu, and then go to All Programs. And then you have to sort of hunt around for it, but you're looking for something that says Infor FMS or something like it in Query Analysis. Sometimes this is at the query and analysis is at one lower level, but you just have to find it and go to Executives. And you always can just type Executive in the search and open that program that way. So you click on that and the program opens. I'm making these videos without any editing, so the timing, you get a sense of how long things really take to happen. And now we're just going to get used to looking at the 3 different views you have in Q&A. This view here is the design view. This is way you know you're in the design view when you look at all these things. It would help you design a report. All this formatting helps, highlights, the fonts. When you see this, you know you're in the design view. The idea is that you design your entire report and then we extract it. This is the tree here, and this will serve the same as tabs along the bottom of the Excel sheet. In fact, you can move it to the bottom if you feel better with it, but I sort of like it there, so we'll leave it there. And this section up here is the prompt section, which you will learn about in other videos. And so in order to get over to the design view, we have to actually design a little bit of a report. So let's just say total employee expenses here, and type that in, and we go over here, and we're making a little statement here of all the employee expenses. And so we're going to go to the query view, where we design a query. Now this is a very important point, so important I'm going to say it 3 or 4 times during this presentation, but you design a query for every cell. So this page is not about a certain period or a certain account, only that cell. So when we want to design what goes in that cell, we right click on that cell and go to Define Criteria. Right click on the cell and go to Define Criteria, and then we go to the second view we're studying, and this is what I call the query view. The query view has 3 or 5 or 6 or 7 types of queries that can be made, which over the course of these videos we'll learn about every one of those. But right now we'll start with just Summary Link. Summary Link is a query that returns a value of just a single value into a single cell. And so we'll click that, and when we click that, you can see it's getting organized here. It doesn't always take this amount of time, but just the first time you use it in the morning. Now yours, if you're the first time you've used it ever, not just in the morning, ever, yours probably says Q&A across here. So you need to change it so it matches mine. So you click on the product row and click on that little helper button and change it from Query Analysis, change it down to Sun Systems 5 and 6 and go OK. And then you go drop down to Business Unit and click on the little helper button and pick the business unit that we're working with. And for our presentations, we're working on ZAD, and you will want to choose, when you're really using this, the business unit that you're really working with. And so we've got ZAD. And like I said, we're not editing out the problems. I get this little error message because I've set mine up wrong and have a little problem with my setup. And so a lot of people that are Sun Q&A users, they just simply never read these and just click this and go continue. Okay, and that's what I did, and it works fine. I like to sort of read them. And then we've got to pick the table we're drawing information from. Well, part of our course over the videos of the future, we're going to learn about each of these, but the ledger is where all of the transactions are. And unlike a normal accounting, each line of a journal entry, of all the journal entries, are there in the ledger. And so we want total employee expenses, so we'll choose the ledger. We'll click OK there. Account code, and we want all of the employees' expenses, and I just happen to know that employee expenses all start with 81. We want to get all of them, so we'll go 81ZZZZZZZ. Now it's a little bit of a mystery to the beginner why we're doing this, but this is going to pick up all of the accounts that start with 81. Obvious the beginning, and if you would understand 81999999, you understand it well, but we're going to put ZZZZ just to be complete. If the some accountant added an expense account using letters, which is okay in Sun systems, this range would pick it up, while 819999 would not pick it up. And for the accounting period, we're going to do this for 2009 in my little demo here, because 2009 is where I have the best data. And so I go 2009-012. So you can see the dating conventions in Q&A. 2009 is the year in January, and 2009 ending period is 2009 is the year in December. And we want the total of all the entries, and that is what we call base amount. And so it goes over here, the base amount, that's the journal entry, that is the currency of the organization. Okay, and we go okay. And when we do that, we don't get much, because all we've done is defined what we wanted and what we wanted in this cell right here. And you can imagine, say, a balance sheet or an income statement is made of defining each of the values all the way down. So we've now written our query, so you've seen 2 of the 3 views, and we'll now extract it. So I'll go up to the little extract button, and you could just imagine that we have a whole bunch of cells that we've carefully designed, and now we're ready to run our report. And we go up to the extract view and we hit extract, and we'll talk more about this in another video. And we hit extract primary worksheets, and we go over to the extract view. And it doesn't look like much, but this is the total employee expenses. And it might be nice to have commas in there. Well, we can't put commas in there because that's something you do in the design view. So you can go back to design view, the little button here. You can tell you're in extract view here because it has all this drill down buttons. And we want to go back to design view. We go back to design view, and you can see now that we're in design view with all the designer information, and we say we want to put commas in our numbers, and then we go back to extract view and we extract it. And so the work process is going back and forth between design view and extract view until you get what you want. So we've got our report here, and just to show you a little bit about what's coming up, we're going to drill down. This is total employee expenses. We're going to drill down on that, and so we're going to learn more about drill downs on the next video, but let's just do one right now. We'll do account code and description and go OK, and we get all of the accounts and the employee accounts for that year. And so on our next video, we learn more about drill downs and the powerful use of being able to drill down on a number to get underlying information. So please watch the next video to learn about that.